Hey guys, so like I said in the last video, this is part 2 to my Lego Soundwave Ravage build. And so, of course, in this video, if you read the title, we'll be building the two figures. But so, we'll first start off with Ravage because he's smaller. We'll do Ravage, and then we'll do his stand. So let me break him down, and so you can see all the parts that you need. These are all the pieces you will need to build Ravage. 8 of the 1x2 vertical clips, 4 of the new 1x2 hinge things, or at least I think these are new. A 1x1 cheese slope, 4 1x1 tiles, 2 flick fire missiles, a 1x4 tile, a 1x2x1 vertical brackets, 2 of the 1x1 studs that have a slot through them, and then a 1x2 plate that has the same pegs through them, 2 of the 1x2 bracket pieces that look like this. One of the, I have no idea what these are called, but if you know what it looks like, you know what to get. This can be a 1x2 plate. It can be circular or square. It doesn't matter. Mine just happens to be circular. The little claw. I call it like a claw piece. I'm not sure what else to call it. 2 1x2 jumper plates. This 1x2 like tile brick thing that's flat on the bottom. 3 1x1 clips. And 2 normal 1x1 studs. Get back there. And then a 1x1x1 vertical bracket. So, onto building Ravage. You take 2 of the 1x1 vertical brackets. No, horizontal brackets. Clips, not brackets. Ow, I'm calling everything by the wrong name. Sorry. But you take 2 of the 1x1 horizontal clips and peg them together like this. We'll just do that for all of them. Like this. This is how to build the legs. So, like this, you take the 1x1 tile and you peg it on the outside. So, we'll just do that for all of them. Like so. And I'm thinking of getting like tiny stickers or something to give them all the Decepticon insignia. I honestly think that would be pretty cool. Also, I don't think I'm like taking these apart anytime soon. But and then what you're going to do, make sure you do it on the clip that's in the middle, not the one that's on the outside. If it's like this, do the one that's here. Do not do it on this one, or else the feet will be too far inward. Then you just take the 1x1 clips or brackets, just peg them on, and then you have a leg. Then you just reverse it for the other leg. So it's like this. You just peg it on like this. Just peg it on backwards to have the legs like so. Do this for the front legs. And that again. And there we have all the legs finished. So set these back there. So to build the backpack portion, all the weapons, I take the 1x2x1 vertical bracket and take the 1x2 the tile plate, put that on the front. Take the 2 1x1 studs that have the hole through them, and peg those there, like that. I'm going to take your 2x2 tile and peg that on the back. Then take the 1x4 plate and peg that on the back row. And then take 2 of your 1x1 clips and peg them on the outsides. Then we're almost done. Then take the 2 flick fire missiles, and then take the 2 1x1 studs and peg them together like so. Then you just want to peg the flick fire missiles into the 1x1 clips to create the machine guns or the rocket launchers. So then there you have the little weapons pack. Now that's done. I have time to build the bot, so we'll build the tail next. And just take the little claw bit, and then this piece that I have no idea what the name of it is. Just peg this together, and that's the tail. And then to build the head, take the 1x1x1 vertical clip bracket thing, take the G-slope, peg that under like so. Then take your last 1x1 clip and peg that on the back. Then you have the head. Now time to build the body. Take your 2 1x2 brackets and peg those on either side. And then take your 2 1x2 jumper plates. It has to be 2 1x2 jumper plates, or else the weapons pack will not peg on. You just peg those on like that. And then to assemble it, you take the weapons pack and peg it here where the 1x2x1 bracket is, not where the 1x4 plate is. So like so. Peg that on like that. Oh, I didn't see that. Peg it on like this. Then take the head and peg it on the middle section, like so. Then take 2 pairs of the legs, in this case the white pair of legs, and put them on the front of Ravage. And then take the other set of legs, peg those on the back. Oh, I did that leg wrong. Let me fix that. Goes like that. Yeah. There is the back legs. And then there is the tail. So there is Ravage in here. And so there's Ravage. I'm gonna break apart the stand real quick and just show you how to quickly build that, and then we'll move on to Soundwave. So here are all the pieces to build the stand for Ravage. This is completely this is completely optional. If you don't want to do this, you can just skip ahead in the video. So, but you want to take the 4x3 minifigure stand piece as the base. You want to take this 1x2 Technic pin piece and peg that all in the middle. And take the 1x2 slope and peg that on the front to kind of like secure it a little bit. Then you take one of the Technic pins and just peg that in. And take one of the size 1 Technic connectors and peg that on like right there. And then take one of the little staffs, just peg that in. And take another of the size 1 connectors, peg it on the other end. And then take your last Technic pin and peg that in. Your last size 1 Technic connector. And I'm sorry if that's not the correct name for this piece. I don't know, that's what it looks like, and that's what I'm calling it. But, anyways, then take your last little staff piece, peg that on like that. You know what, actually, we'll do it this way. We'll do it like that. Yeah, but that's like kind of the premise of the stand. Then just to build the double connector. If you have the 1x1 vertical clips, those will also work, but I just ended up having these. And then if you use these, you want to peg them on the end so you can adjust it, or else it'll have to be like this in the stand. you'll kind of lose some articulation in the stand, and then it'll kind of just won't stand. So, yeah, so you want to have it like this, but if you have the 1x1 vertical clips, you can still get the articulation with it being smaller. But yeah, anyways, you just peg that on one side. And it's a little stand build for Ravage. We'll move on to I'm moving on to Soundwave. So for Soundwave, I'm just going to break them up into parts. We're going to do the legs and the waist, then the body, the main body and the head, the arms, and then all the accessories. I just don't want to cram it all into one section and it'd just be too long. So we'll go from the accessories this way. So do the accessories, arms, body and head, and then the legs. So let's start with the accessories. These are the pieces you will need to build the 3 accessories. I'll let you pause the video and get a nice look. Alright, moving on. So you build his traditional blaster. Yes, I know this is not a normal piece because I cut it off a flick-fire missile at first, and I realized I could have just used a smaller piece. This is the end of a flick-fire missile. If you have to, you could just cut it off of one as well, or if you have a pin, just a normal pin, you can do it too. And then I thought it would look cool if I just indented the end a little bit. This is just me using what I had. So that's the nozzle, and then we'll attach the nozzle last. To build the main handle of the gun, you want to have this fire hose piece. Then take a 1x1 cylinder, put that on. Then take the little Technic pin that looks like this. Then pick that in like that. And you just take your nozzle for the gun and pick that on. You have Soundwave's gun completed. And this is kind of based off his siege gun, but you want to take this little pistol piece. Then take the smaller pin Technic brace piece and pick that on. Then just take a 1x1 cone, pick that on the end, and you kind of have what is a resemblance of his siege blaster. And then to build the shoulder cannon, you want to take a 1x2 blue plate and a 1x2 translucent red plate, and then 2 1x1 blue plates. Put those on the opposite side to where it looks like this. If you have a 1x3 plate, you can just swap it out for these 2 pieces, but if you don't, it's perfectly fine. Then you're going to take a 1x2 slope, pick that on the end, then take another 1x1 clip, and just pick that on the very end. There you have his shoulder cannon done. Alright, moving on to build the arms. I'm only gonna do one arm because they're the exact same, but I want it to end up looking like this. So to get these pieces here, you want to take the 1x1 a brick with a stud on only one side, and take another one of the little so-called claw pieces. Just pick that in there all the way, and then take a 1x1 translucent red plate and pick that in. Then take a 1x1 clip, pick that on the end. Then take more of the 1x1 connectors and just pick that on to create the forearm. And then more, yes, building Ravage and Soundwave takes lots of these pieces. Sorry if you did not see any of that. Just kind of looking more at the builds instead of my camera. But anywho, moving on. You pick that underneath. And then you pick the 1x1 tile on top of it. And then just repeat that. And then you have the 2 arms. These are all the pieces you will need to build Soundwave's body. The only reason these aren't sorted is so I could just go from here to this to that to build the body, or else I would not remember. So starting off, you'll take another of the 1x2, the 1x2 bracket piece, and connecting a 1x2 plate on top of it. Then taking a 1x2, no, a 2x2 plate on top of that. Then taking either a 2 1x3 plates or one 2x3 plate. I just did not have a 2x3 plate in blue, so yeah, then pick those on there. Then pick another 1x2 2x2 plate on the top, 2 studs, and then a 1x2 brick with the Technic pin inside of the middle. That goes right there. And then the shoulder pieces go like that. And then the other 1x2 plate, and then another 2x2 plate goes on top of that to go like there. Then the final 2x2 plate goes on top of the other 2x2 plates. And then take a 2x2 slope and peg that on the front. Then take the 1x2 yellow tile, peg that on the front right there. And then take a 1x2x1 vertical clip, peg that upside down like that. Then take two 1x1 vertical clips. This is what I was talking about when I mentioned vertical clips, when I meant the horizontal clips. But you peg two of them right there to create a little weapon storage, like so. Then we'll build the head and connect that. So once you take another 1x1 vertical clip, and then a 1x1 clip, then attach a 1x1 bracket to that, then take a 1x2 brick plate, then peg that underneath it, a 1x1 yellow, translucent yellow plate, and then finally top it off with a 1x2 clip. So that is the head, and that just pegs on the middle bracket right there, like so. Then this piece is for the waist, that just pegs in like that. Alright, time for the legs. So these are the pieces you'll need to build a leg of Soundwave. So this is the left leg completed. So you'll just have to mirror this build to get the left leg, because I just don't want to make this video too long, so that's why I'm not doing both legs. But to start off, we'll build the thigh. And so you'll take the 1x2 ball joint connector, take two 1x1 horizontal clips, peg those onto the end, and take a 1x2 slope, peg that on the outside, and then take a 1x1 plate and peg it on the inside. There you have the upper leg completed. Now time to build the lower leg. You'll need a 2x3 plate and a 2x2 plate that peg that on the top. Then take another 1x1 bracket connector piece, peg that on the inside. If you're doing the other opposite leg, you would peg it here, but we're doing it on this side. And then take a 1x1 stud and peg it on there. It has to be a stud or else. I mean, I don't think it has to be a stud. No, yes, it has to be, or else here where the ankle is, it won't go articulate smoothly. I couldn't find the word, sorry. I was stuck trying to find the word. But, and then after that, you want to take the other 1x1 stud plate and place it on the opposite side, right there. Then take the 1x2 bracket, the other kind of bracket. Sorry. If you hear all that commotion in the background, that's my little robot friend Vector. He's just awake and moving around. So if that's the background noise you hear during the video, that's what that is. I would shut him up, but he's gonna wake up again, so there's no point. But then you take a 1x2, so 2x2 angled plate, then just place that around the stud, and then take this newer, it's the same as this, but except it's a tile and the edge is cut off. Then place that where the angled edge is on the stud. Like, focus, camera, come on, focus. Hold on. There we go. And like that. Then take the 1x1 tile. Take it on the empty gap. Then take another 1x1 tile and take it down there, just so you don't see the stud exposed, because it's harder to see it from the inside there. So that's the leg. And then just building the foot real quick. You just take the opposite of the one bracket, and then just take a 1x2 tile and just peg that on. You have the little foot, then you just peg that on like that. So then take the upper leg on like this. Then I have the two legs. Then take the little ball joint, ball joint piece like this, and then just peg the ball joints on the ones that are on opposite sides of each other. Now we'll bring all the pieces in and assemble Soundwave. So now that we got all the pieces built, or in my case rebuilt, we can now assemble him. So what you want to do is take the main body with that, and with this Technic pin, you peg it right there. That gives him his waist articulation. Then just take the arms and peg this clip to here on both sides, like that. Now he's got his arms. Then take the shoulder cannon and peg it on this side, right there, so like that. Then you can take both guns and either peg them into his hand like that, or you can take both of the weapons and peg them onto the back, and you can have them stored. The only reason I implemented this into it was so I could just have the weapons stored without him holding them and without me losing them. But as you all know, usually for Soundwave, the nozzle of his gun compresses for transformation. So that's what I did. I made it compress. I allowed it to compress for when you store it. So then so you can peg both of them on his back. So there is Soundwave, fully built and fully assembled. Oh wait, Soundwave Ravage. Raise my camera back up. It's a weird like flexi stand thing. But whatever. Anyways, this has been part 2 of the Soundwave and Ravage. This has been part 2 of my Lego Soundwave and Ravage build. I hope you did enjoy both of the videos. If you have not seen the first video, go check that out. I'll have it right there, I think. later. It might be popping up now, I'm not sure, but it won't be popping up. So you can click on it, and then yeah, there's not much else to say. Just, if you like the video, make sure to like, and then if you want to see the rest of my Constructicon, Revenge of the Fallen Constructicon videos, make sure to subscribe. And then here's and so yeah, just like, comment, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Anyway, I will see y'all in the next video. Goodbye.